friends, it's your friend Kevin with another meditation and message of today. Thanks for being here, for tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, all of those things. I've been here for probably what seems like an hour this morning, pondering, meditating, convening with spirit as I do. It's becoming a lovely daily habit, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do it. I've got a good message here today, and I'm going to get right to it. So let's meditate. Let's set the tone and set the tone for the day, whatever tone that is. And what I want you to do at the moment is to be quiet in your space, be peaceful, take the time to think about one word that you want to vibrate with at the beginning of this, at the beginning of your day, if you're starting your day out. Or perhaps you're listening to this at a different time of the day. I know some of you listen to this in the vehicle on the way home. Wherever you're hearing it, get quiet, get peaceful, and think of one word that would elevate you, lift you, cause you to feel differently, raising your vibrational level upward. And then I'm going to guide you through a meditation. Close your eyes down and look through the lens of your third eye center, that part of your forehead that might remind you of a telescope. It could look like a large movie screen. It also could look like a television. Anything that your mind can visualize as the lens of your third eye is acceptable. Take a big breath in. As you breathe in, picture the light in the middle of your forehead through the lens of your third eye getting brighter, like you're turning on the monitor on your computer screen, turning up the brightness. As you breathe out, expand the lens larger. Breathe in and get clearer. Breathe out, see more. One more time. Breathe in, hold it at the top. Release and let go. Imagine yourself either in a forest, on a mountain top, or at the beach. In a forest, you are grounded by the trees, safe by their roots, blanketed by their branches and leaves, comforted by the sweet soft sounds of birds and animals. If you are on a mountain top, You are vibrating with the energy of air. The freedom from limiting beliefs. The wind and breeze of creativity is running towards you, swirling around you, being encapsulated within you and without you, and sending your heartfelt desires everywhere, upon the sky, upon the clouds, from your mountaintop view. You have unlimited access to the creative visualization of what is to be. If you find yourself on a beach, you are called to the water's edge, and you have the element of water, the element of love, the element of sensitivity, and the element of healing. Place your feet on the soft sand at the water's edge, and gently allowing the foam and the froth to carry your burdens, your worries, concerns away. As the next wave comes in, laps around your ankles, and the love and support of the sand from the Mother Earth, you are forgiven, admonished. Your burdens, your indiscretions, your harsh words, your shadow self, the parts of you that wish to be healed, that wish to be gone, that wish to be free, are now leaving. As each wave comes in and laps itself around you, you are healed, you are forgiven, you are cleansed, and let the tide take out all that you no longer need, want, or vibrate with. And now, through the lens of your third eye center and your creative mind, feel the energy of the sun Imagine the sun representing the source energy. And from this great source energy, from this great planet known as the sun, is the element of fire. The nurturing, nourishing, replenishing, recharging energy that fuels the planet, that germinates seeds and roots that photonically create plant life, that energizes every blade of grass in a field, that creates warmth on the planet. This great, vast, energetic planet created by source energy, by God and by the universe, is the same energetic power that races through you, that nourishes you, that recharges you. Allow the rays of the sun to come directly from source energy, to lift and raise your vibration, to bring your personal power to full. Put your hands together at prayer and gently come back into the room. Thank you for letting me lead you through that. I want to call it an elemental reconnection. I was pondering this morning, and I am going to get to the message because we got a pretty good guardian angel with us today. It's got a pretty decent message. Anyway, it's what helped me guide this meditation. You know, I've been doing this class, launching your tarot business. And there are many exercises that seem similar to things I've done before. Excavation questions. Basically, a huge lesson on the big why. Why do we do what we do? What's our purpose? What are we doing here? What do we need to know? Where do we need to go? What do we need to see? Who do we need to talk to? All of these things that most of us post-college have questions about. I think this journey of self-discovery and asking questions and tapping into what we are as human beings has been in our existence since likely we were 11, somewhere like that, where we began to look at things in our own unique and independent way. Somewhere around that, 8, 9, 10, 11, we're sifting and sorting through what we're being told at school by teachers, what we're being told at home by guardians, and what we're experiencing through the experiences of our friends. And at some point or another, we become the blend of those things, and then we move forward. And we get into our 20s and college happens. Well, if you're in Western world, somewhere between 18 and 21. Then you move on and your early careers and what you had to learn about, managing money, finances, buying houses, cars, the physical way which we move along the planet in our various regions. And then we move on into, the 30s and the 40s. And now me, gone through my 50s and about to look at 60. And I'm reminded now how evolution works and how it goes. So, back in the day, when I was little, we didn't have all of these diagnoses for behavioral issues. And I'm not going to go into that because I'm not a medical doctor or counselor or psychologist or psychiatrist, so I really don't want to get into those weeds. But I'm looking at it like, wow, the evolution of who I am and where I've come from, what I've done, also leads me to my own ancestors, my grandparents, great-grandparents, one of whom I knew, and met in this life. My spirit guides and those ancestors, the grandparents I never knew, never met, that are in spirit, that are coming and speak with me. And that evolutionary story. This morning I was thinking about how, our modern medical technology can sustain the life of a baby who's born at 27 weeks in gestation. Yes, they call them premature. But at some point, that baby, the spirit inside that baby, the soul inside that baby, has the need to survive outside of its mother's womb. And we've created modern technology to allow that to happen. In my lifetime, we've sent human beings on a rocket to different planets and watched it happen. In my lifetime, who knew that you could talk on a telephone without wires? Without a man coming and drilling holes in your walls and putting plugs in that the phone plugs into. Who knew that we could be doing this, that we could be communicating with each other all across the world? It still amazes me that this is even possible, that this is even happening. But that's part of change. And it's part of evolution. And the point I'm making today, which is what your message is, get in the groove that anything and everything is possible. That's the thing. That's the point. And really a quick side note, during this class, while we're launching our tarot business, which that's just the title of the course, we're having to use the formula adjective, noun and verb to sort of describe who we are, what we do. 2 adjectives followed by a noun followed by a verb, which I had a bit of a challenge with. When somebody comes up to you in a networking meeting or a marketing environment or a stranger, they ask, what do you do? In other words, what field are you in? What are you? Is what job? I've always battled with it because I've thought, well, I'm not defined by being a hairdresser. There's more to me than creating beautiful hairstyles and doing a great haircut. That's my creative outlet. That's where I get my passion. That's what I love doing. Always have. To take something that's like, oh, okay, you needed a bit of a refresh in doing it. But I want it to be more than the hair cutter, than the blow dryer, than the color person. More than that. And there's been this kind of meandering journey similar to Dorothy on the Yellow Brick Road that I followed. Yes, I've met the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion. I've been those people at different points. It's always led me into something else. So anyway, I ponder this, what am I, who am I, where am I going, all of this. And it landed on me yesterday. Well, if we are spirits, souls, having a human experience, right? Get that? Supposedly, we are spirits and souls that come into a physical embodiment. This is what I believe. I'm not expecting everybody to believe this. Then we become, at some point, spirit guides. So we all speak to our spirit guides. I don't know a human being on the planet who doesn't talk to themselves, who doesn't have conversations in the car where there's no other physical human being there. So who are you talking to? I don't know how many of you imagine that you've got a back seat full of people that you're talking to through your rearview mirror. And some people may even see those people in their rearview mirror having those conversations. How many people have had a conversation about an interview they're going to, or a discussion they've got to have, or an argument they might be getting into, or the way they've been treated? They're letting it out. At the time that we're having these conversations on our own, by ourselves, sometimes we're answering the conversation, we're answering ourselves. Now, some humans would call that madness. Well, then why do so many people do it if it's so mad? We all do it. We all do it. This is where stories come from. Some stories are true, some stories not so true. This is where the evolution comes from. The idea that it's not so strange for you to be talking to yourself. And then the idea that we pray, which I think is the same as meditation, to get quiet. For the longest time I thought that God was a person. No, not so much. Creates everything. Blades of grass, dirt, the floor. This visualization creates these lights, makes this happen. I don't need to know how they work. I just need to know that they do. This is the part of being which I've landed on, which I'm sharing with you, a human spirit guide. So now I think when folks ask me, what do you do? I'm a human spirit guide who happens to do hair, read cards, and talk to spirits. That's what a guide does. All right, let's get to today's message, and we will. Whoop, there we go. Let's go back over here. There we are. There. I did some shuffling. I did some sorting. I did some sifting, and I was just guided to pull the very first card off the deck. And here we are, Queen of Earth. Now, interesting. The Queen of Earth is a fabulous, curvy woman of colour who is about, well, look at her, she's got her Birkin bag with a coin on it. Gracious, practical, and capable. This woman means business. Now, this Queen of Earth can represent you, can represent your big sassiness, can represent the fact that you are not going to take any prisoners. This is the time, and Earth being part of spring-like, part of, actually, Earth is really more fall. Fire is spring. But Earth, it would be considered wands, pentacles, money, business, finance, working on your prosperity, working on your attributes, working on visualizing your life as a queen. Now, Radley Valentine says, and I have to agree, which is why I like this Guardian Angel Message Tarot deck, that kings and queens in tarot don't necessarily have to be gender specific. Just because it says you're a queen of Earth does not mean that you have to be a woman. It can be anything. Which is why I think it's interesting that we live in a time where gender equality is just what it is. I'm kind of in awe of women that decide I'm going to take on a masculine persona, and men who decide I'm going to get in touch with my spiritual and my feminine side. I'm going to invoke my divine feminine. So, what does the Queen of Earth have to say, and what is she coming to tell you? Well, the Queen of Earth represents entertainment and down-to-earth people who can achieve just about anything. They are people who are open-hearted and nurturing to everyone that's around them. And they have natural gifts for design and decorating and materialism. But they surround themselves with items of very high quality, an enjoyer of self-nurturing experiences, like getting a massage, going and having a Reiki treatment, or just spending a day at the spa. So your angel message here today is, this is all about balancing right now. Now, the angels know how excited you get for what's going to happen in the future. And they're also aware of all your amazing talents. They see everything. They know how much you love, how much those you love mean to you. And you want to take on the world. Go for it. But don't ever forget your family and friends as you go. So today's message for you is connect with family, connect with friends, but don't take any prisoners. Be that click, click, click and a twist sassy person that you are. And until next time, lots of love and gratitude. Bye.